Time now to check out this week's top 12 plays of the week.
The top 12 plays of the week, sponsored by St. Francis Healthcare System.
A district thriller between Bunker and Delta. Bunker star Kinsey Barton loses it, finds it, and scores again against the Lady Cats at play number 6. But Delta's Grace Ansel would not be denied. Watch her score and show the emotion at the end of the bucket at play number 5. Benton's Clay Gage plays Beat the Buzzer at the end of the first period in a 1-point regional victory over Murfreesboro at play number 4. United County Central looking to make a dramatic comeback against Twin Rivers. The Lady Eagles with 1 steal and then another to help close the gap at play number 3. But the Lady Royals star Lily Oliver, well, she took matters into her own hands with a flurry of baskets. And Twin Rivers claims the district crown at play number 2. Delta's Cheyenne Welker played a starring role with some monster three-pointers to help pull out a district championship thriller against Bunker at play number 1.